Aston Villa 0, Newcastle United 0. Mixed emotions after that game. Buzzing to be back at Villa Park. Buzzing that we've been able to hold out and get a point and get a clean sheet. But not that impressed with the way we set up the team and the way in which we went about this game. For me, far too safe, far too conservative, and far too much of a containing job on Newcastle United. Now, you could argue that and go that, you know, first half they created loads of chances, so how could we have been safe and containing them? But I just felt like the way we set up, we just looked not to get beat. We looked like we just wanted to stick in there and just grow into it, and hopefully we'll grow it and we'll be able to make the substitutions. And he just wasn't great. I mean, I kind of liked the fact that we'd gone with Onana, Kamara and Tielemans, because that matches up the three of Newcastle United. But within that, what you're going to need then is you're going to need wit from Digne, you're going to need wit from Matty Cash and wit from John McGinn, and we just didn't have it. It was all too central, all too narrow, and so many like nearly moments, but nearly moments of a nearly pass or a pass not executed well. I didn't think we looked that sharp, you know, those incisive passes that go through players like Rodgers on it, popping it off to Watkins, just wasn't sharp enough, and it was just a real frustration. Like, I'm probably being a little bit downbeat, a little bit negative, but why I'm feeling like this is I want Villa to grow, and I want Villa to push on and be better, and that performance today was a little bit like what we've seen before, a bit placid, a bit mellow, a bit flat, a bit just not as much excitement or pace and aggression. It was all just a bit, let's sit in, let's contain, let's compete, let's nullify Newcastle. But what about opening Newcastle up, attacking Newcastle, posing them massive amounts of problems? And I don't think we did that. And maybe Emery wanted to do that in the second half when we grew into it with substitutions. But for me, it was just a bit flat. And like I say, we didn't look sharp. Rodgers was miles off it. McGinn had a good game at times doing his defensive work, but again weren't the sharpest on it. Watkins, lack of the ball, really. You hardly seen it too much. And yeah, I thought midfield worked well. I thought Onana was combative. I thought Kamara was great. I thought Tielemans was a bit lost at times. Obviously, you're not getting the best out of him out up top off Watkins. And then we get the red card, and we're growing into the game at that point. Second half, we came out and looked a lot better. But again, like a Matty Cash ball that was just crap. And edge of the box, nobody protecting on the edge of the box, allows Elanga to drive forward, incisive pass to Gordon. You know, we've seen that type of goal before away at Newcastle, how essentially when we're attacking, albeit those were set pieces, we get done. So, you know, we've got to look at the drawing board of what we look like structurally on the edge of the box, etc. And from that moment, it's Villa just see it out. And where my big positives come from is that Villa in the past would have conceded, we'd have lost that game. So the fact that we didn't, and we was able to keep a clean sheet, defend well, and not allow this ultra superb midfield from Newcastle United, as their fans like to talk about. We contained that pretty comfortably with 10 men, so that was a pleasing element. We had half chances, the Kamara header, Watkins snapshot, couple of crosses in the box, but we need to see more, and we need to be a bit more expansive, we need to be a bit braver, and we need to just back ourselves a little bit more. But another positive is that we've gone 365 days unbeaten at Villa Park, which is a huge achievement for this Villa team. So Fortress Villa Park, it's a tough game against Newcastle. We've been able to match and hold them with 10 men, 0-0, and I don't think Newcastle were that great either. I thought they were just living off scraps as well. So it felt like the first game back, dust off some cobwebs, build on it and go again. So let's hear what everyone else has got to say, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're smashing this video with the likes and comment as well. Up the Villa. Manny, talk to me.
Location. Khabib, famous words. Send me location. You see this referee? I'm gonna get into the game in a bit, bro. But this referee, bro, send me location. But I wanna know what car park is he gonna get out from, bro? Is it this gate, that gate, which gate? Hole 10? Someone please tell me. But this, was it Craig Pawson, bro?
Yeah.
He needs a haymaker, bro. Straight Anthony Joshua, right uppercut to his face. No, I don't condone violence, but this guy, bro, he's a joke from start to finish, man. I know that's a red card for Ezri Konsa. You know what I mean? It was a bit light though, wasn't it, Luke? It was a bit light. He just touched him, bro. You know what I mean? It was a joke, man. Just dashing yellow cards, bro. Like it's freebies. Why is this charity, bro? You joke, man. But anyway, let's touch on the game. First half, I can't lie, we were getting cooked, Luke, bro. We were moving like the football was hot potato. That's what it was. No, like, I like bigging up the Villa players, but bro, Matty Cash, bro. Hey, you're getting sent, bro. You got sent on a roller coaster today. I thought you were in Alton Towers or Drayton Manor today, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're moving like a blade, bro. Spinner Rooney, you're literally doing this, bro. You got sent, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, it was joke, man. Like, we couldn't keep the football. Possession-wise, I want to know the percentage. I ain't checked the stats yet, but we couldn't keep the ball in their half. We couldn't break them down. When it came to the final third, couldn't cut it out. Yes, second half was slightly better. We started off better. Then the Ezri Konsa red card comes. Game changes. It's attack versus defence. Everything changes. This referee changes the game, bro. Nah, I'm fuming, man. It wasn't good.
You have touched on first half, and I think that's important for Villa because it wasn't the best, was it?
No.
I mean, why do you think it lacked that little bit of, like, it lacked a spark to start with for me?
I thought, when I seen the lineup, I thought Unai Emery kind of got it wrong. I was hoping for Morgan Rogers playing the 10. I thought if Tielemans was playing next to Kamara, I know he put Anana there for physicality to match Newcastle United's midfield. But if Morgan Rogers was playing in the 10, he would have had a better game. Same time, I thought he was kind of tired today. He was playing a bit lethargic. But I think the lineup, even Ian Matson, I thought he should have started, and Luca Dean.
But I kind of feel like, as Villa fans, when you look at a lineup now, so if I said to you, what's the difference between Matson and Digne, what would your answer be?
Just going forward, he's better.
Exactly. So the fact that we played Digne, to me, sent the message that we was happy
defensive.
to be...
Sit back.
Yeah.
But you're at home, though.
Yeah, I know.
You're at home, so you should be attacking.
So I think I'm a bit frustrated is because we saw how passive we were against Man United last game and last season.
Yeah.
We saw how passive we were against Palace in the semi-final, and today it's a bit passive again.
Exactly.
So I want to see us be more
proactive.
I want to see us be different this year.
Exactly.
That's what I'm after.
Luke, I seen a high line in pre-season.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game it was.
Yeah,
it was one of the games.
Quite a few of the last ones.
Yeah, we started playing a high line. Never seen that today, bro. We were sitting back. What was this Netflix, bro? Sitting back, bro. Nah, man. I wanted to see attacking football. You're at home. You know what I mean? Nah, it wasn't good, Luke, man.
No, I agree.
I wanted to see better football.
Yeah, I agree.
I guarantee you, if it was at St James,
I do think that this is good from us speaking like this because we've set standards and expectations of what we expect now. Like whether we can spend or buy players is completely irrelevant. That we can field a very strong 11.
Exactly.
So I think for me, I'm just more disappointed with the way we set out in this game.
Exactly, like I said, if it was at St James's Park, if it was at their ground, they would have came.
Yeah, this is probably a good away performance. Like solid, clean sheet.
Yeah,
but
they're probably disappointed because we got a red card, therefore probably would have scored a goal. But if you see in the first half, even when there was no red card, they were getting a lot of chances. And also, I want to big up Marco Bizot.
Yeah, mate,
Bizot today, the saves he was making. He was moving like Prime Neuer today, I can't lie, bro. You know what I mean? He might be a clone of Robin Olsen, but let me tell you this, he ain't Robin Olsen, bro. You know what I mean? He made some great saves, so they want to big up to Marco Bizot. I thought he was the best player today.
Class, mate. You've spoke facts. Up the Villa. Matthew, talk to me. How you feeling?
Oh, it was a hangover from pre-season. It seems like all them Villa players just like the Bestcott Stadium and against it feels like we're playing Warsaw today. But it wasn't great, was it? And I think we've been spoiled over the last 2 or 3 seasons, and I think today was a little reminder. And I'm going to question it: have we reached our ceiling in the last 12 months? Is this the start of the potential decline now? And what I mean when I say that, we've been spoiled, absolutely spoiled, and there is levels to the game in the sense when Rashford, when they walked through the door, we just went up that level, and that really helped us out last season. But we can't go and get these lads anymore. And you see PSR is a main talking point every single week. I mean, you scroll through Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and every other tweet's about PSR and some mind-blowing information about some numbers, and it just takes the fun out of football.
But do you not think today the lineup, we could have been a bit more expansive? We could have been a bit more exciting.
I don't think we could have done. No, I think it was pushed to sit like that. I think if you look at Morgan Rogers, I mean, his last 3 or 4 months it's just not the player that he was. He's nowhere near it, and he's so inconsistent. And when you expect him to trap a ball, can't even do that. It's just basics. You look at McGinn. McGinn's a great player and a great servant for the club, unbelievable. But is he going to light it? Is he going to light up? Is he going to light it up? Is he going to be the player that's going to beat someone on one-on-one? And you look at Ollie Watkins as well. I mean, his link-up plays, it's non-existent. Yes, he didn't have any service today. Did he help himself when he did get a chance? No. And then if I get started on Matty Cash, I mean, the rant's going to last for 20 minutes. But you look at
what you got to say about him?
You look at Matty Cash. I mean, if you need an assist for a red card, Matty Cash is your guy to go to. You look at him. Last game he played, Martinez, avfc, and this,
bad cross.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just it's an easy. It's not even a difficult ball well.
He's picked out Elanga at the edge of the box,
and then we're all of a sudden fucking
exposed,
and we're a man down. It's just and it is PSR again, because we need to evolve in these sort of positions. And Matty Cash is one of them players. If you put on the transfer list tomorrow, or maybe he is, and that's the worrying thing. Who's going to sign him? Is it going to be a bottom half Premier League side that's going to come in for him? Yes, there is. That's his level. He's been a great servant for the club, but another player that has to be looked to move on, and you can't move him on because PSR's in the way. It's ruining football. It really is ruining football, and makes you want to potentially go and watch a non-league football.
Right. Positives.
Talk to me. We didn't lose a game of football today. I think that's the positive from it, and another positive, I think there's a couple of weeks of the transfer window to go, so hopefully...
Oh, I'll tell you who nobody's mentioned.
Who?
Big positive.
Who?
Big man. Bezo.
He was...
Mate, safe pair of hands.
Yeah, an upgrade on Olsen for sure. That save from Elanga, I was literally behind that shot as well. He should be tucking it away.
Some of them with Olsen going.
They do, yeah. I think he was first game in the Premier League as well. He's an experienced goalkeeper, and he did what he needed to do at times. The back four probably were comfortable on him, and Esri could have probably stayed on the pitch, and he probably would have saved Gordon.
I mean, that's right in front of you. So I'm in the old end, you're in Trinity. So the handling there, what was it like?
The red cards?
Yeah,
it's a red all day. He doesn't have to do it. I'd rather see 11 players stay on the pitch, and maybe we go 1-0 down, but maybe we go on and kick on and win the game. It's just, it spoils the game of football, but it just goes to show how bad Newcastle were as well. Didn't break us down against 10 men. No other positive.
But other than that, we got a point. Let's move on.
Up the Villa.
Uli, a whole year unbeaten at Villa Park.
Yes.
A positive.
There we are.
We're back at Villa Park. A positive.
Yeah.
How was your experience watching Villa at Villa Park?
Not the best, was it? Definitely first match of the season, written all over it, hadn't he? I was a bit disappointed. It's got all the makings of this fixture of a really great game of football, hasn't it? And it never quite materialised. For different reasons.
Do you think
One
there was a
being the ref.
bit of... Yeah, I didn't mention him, so you can mention him then.
Wow, that is my topic of conversation, I think, is so poor, this officiating. If it was consistent, then you just know what you're doing, don't you? One thing, then it's not, then it's something else. That's a yellow card, that's not a yellow card. I can't be doing with it. It's it just drains the life out of you.
I think as a fan you want consistency, don't you? And it just wasn't there. Like, Rodgers would be through, foul, no, play on, carry on. And against this Newcastle team, that's what they're about. Yeah. They're about physicality. This is what they want to do. Yeah. So if you're allowing them to keep doing it, then pressure builds for Villa. So
it does. And Ollie Watkins, I mean, he's already up against it, isn't he? This big bloke behind him, and he was trying to find a bit of space, and then he got two hands in the back, over he goes, but that's not a foul. He's made no attempt to get this ball, he's just pushed him off it, but that's nothing.
I mean, I've watched 2 games there in the Premier League. I watched last night's, and there was a handball in that, and VAR didn't step in, and today I feel like the refs had a bad game, and it's not been sort of like just because we didn't win, we've got a point, and I think it's just not good enough really. So
I think after losing Consa, I was thinking, if we come out of this now with a point, we've got to look at that as a positive. First game of the season, we know what it's like about building your fitness and all them things. So, but like you say, there is positives. We obviously all wanted the win, especially after, I think, last season. I don't want to say it was easy, but you know what I mean? We found it a lot better. So
Yeah, like you say, it's hard to be too critical, but I think we're a couple of years in now with Emery, and we want to, like, you know, be brave, like attack them, like, you know.
The second half, we did come out.
Yeah,
like
we did.
That,
It was better, weren't we?
Much better second half. Little few tweaks. I still think I'm agreeing, and that right-hand side is a problem because the first half it was relentless, wasn't it, down there? So I thought, please. And then, like I say, second half, then that never happened. But then losing concept, that had a massive shift in the game.
And the funny thing with Matty Cash is, you know, he's up against a tough player.
Yeah.
He defended okay, and then when the worst thing he did was that cross, and then they go and score off it, and you're like, mate, come on, like. It's frustrating, really.
It's just them little things from him, isn't it, sometimes? But and then, you know, he is a bit of a stinker, and then he comes to the old 10 telling us to, I'm like, mate, hang on, you sort you out, we'll sort us out. You know?
Anyway, it's good to be back.
It's good to be
back.
Always
And we just
good
need to
be
build
back.
on it.
Yeah, up the Villa.
Good to see you.